Happy Holy Hump Day, everyone, on this September 16. I'm Pastor Robert, and welcome to this midweek time of just sharing some thoughts about the church and some spiritual reflections. I'm out here on our deck, and behind me are the woods, and Penny and I enjoy sitting out here doing work or eating out here, and also seeing the leaves changing during this fall season ever so gradually. I cannot believe that we're already into the middle of September. And I trust that you're having a good week and that you're also able to be outside once in a while and enjoy God's beautiful creation. Just wanted to share with you that on Saturday we held our West Ohio Annual Conference. It was held virtually. Usually we would do that the first week of June and spend like 4 days up at Lakeside, Ohio, there on Lake Erie. Bishop Palmer presides over those several days where we vote on different things related to our West Ohio Annual Conference, which consists of 1,000 churches. So Athens First, we are one of 1,000 churches approximately in our whole conference. And we had to meet virtually because of COVID-19, and so it was moved to this past Saturday. And just wanted to share some thoughts about that. I thought they did a really good job having that through a Zoom online. There were 2,562 of us on this Zoom online virtual West Ohio Conference meeting, and that's pretty incredible. And so Martha Sloan is our lay delegate, and then I represent as clergy. And so we were, one of 2,562 people, and you could ask questions, if you indicated that through the Zoom app that we used. And there were some questions, but they also have to be careful to not have that go on too long because there's, that many people on there. But there are a lot of good questions asked about some of the voting topics that we were looking at. And we basically voted on things that we vote on every year, like the upcoming conference budget for 2021. And so wanted to share a little bit about that. Every church in our conference pays what's called apportionments. And our church pays in, I think it's somewhere like in the mid 50,000s, like around $55,000 that we pay in to both the district and the conference to enable ministry to happen beyond Athens First, and to support the West Ohio Conference and our district, the Foothills District here in Southeast Ohio, to do ministry beyond the local church. So we consider that mission money. And thank you for being one of the churches that pays 100% of those apportionments. I know the conference has seen a shortage in their income because of COVID-19 and some struggles churches are having. But again, I want to thank you for being a shining example in our conference of a church that remains faithful during this difficult time. And I think that's what it means to be part of the United Methodist Church. We're connected and we support one another as represented by this Zoom annual conference meeting with about 2,500 people at one time. So my name was mentioned during the annual conference this year because I'm going to be serving on the conference committee on investigation. So whenever there's an issue, like with a clergy, I would be part of that committee to look into that. So that was just one of the different resolutions to vote on as part of our annual conference. And also looking ahead, this would be beyond the West Ohio Conference, but the General Conference, which is the largest governing body of our whole denomination, they meet every 4 years. And of course that got postponed and it was supposed to be this past May, but because of COVID-19, it'll be held in 2021. It'll be held the end of August and into September. I think it's like 10 days. And that'll be in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So that's our general conference. And then the jurisdictional conference also meets every 4 years, and they're responsible for electing bishops and for assigning bishops to different geographical areas. And our own Bishop Gregory Palmer, is our bishop, and it's the responsibility of that jurisdictional conference to officially say, where the bishop should be assigned. So we'll see if Bishop Palmer is reassigned back here to West Ohio after they have that meeting in November. So just wanted to share that a little bit with you. That's our West Ohio Annual Conference, and a little bit about our General Conference, Jurisdictional Conference. And also wanted to talk quickly about this past Sunday's sermon on the wave. If you haven't had a chance to watch our online service, you can still do so by going to that YouTube link or go to our social media pages or our Athens Church website. You can get the link there. The focus was on from the Gospel of Matthew chapter 18, where Peter asked, how many times do I need to forgive someone? And Jesus answers that question by giving us this parable about the servant who begged for the king to forgive him his many debts that he had, and the king did actually forgive him of the debts, and then the servant went out and then demanded that this other person who owed him just a little bit of money to pay up, and so he didn't show that same forgiveness to this other person. So the whole point of Jesus' parable is that we need to share that love that he offers, share God's love, and not just keep it for ourselves. And one of the things that I think that I appreciate most about you as our church is that you stay very positive in the midst of challenges, and I am so thankful for that and appreciate that. And so I sent this letter out last week just sharing some of the positive things that we're looking at doing this fall to keep that positive spirit going. And one of the things is we're having a pastor's Zoom Bible study, and that'll be the last Monday of September, and we'll have a 6-week focus on how to approach the Bible in a inclusive and faithful way. I'm really looking forward to that. So you can be part of that as long as you have like an iPad or a computer or a smartphone. You just need to register for that by the Wednesday prior to that first session, which is toward the end of this month. So please sign up if you haven't already done so. I think you'll really appreciate it. It's just 1 hour, 6:30 to 7:30 on Monday evenings. So that's coming up. And also, I'm looking forward to a new sermon series starting this Sunday called Come to the Water. That'll be 6 weeks, and it's a way for us to experience renewal and transformation in our spiritual lives as well as our church. And so looking forward to that starting this Sunday. Our pictorial directory is being put together, so please get in your pictures of your family. Pets are welcome to be part of that picture as well. But we want to update our directory and then get that printed so that we can get that out to you so you can be updated with who's in our church. And then also the fun thing too is the church toys, who have been kind of giving us this these fun times over these past 6 months with our church building being closed. They've been part of every worship service, and thanks to them, they gave us this inspiration to have these t-shirts made, which has our church logo on the front, and wearing mine here today. I don't know if you can see the group picture of the church toys on the back of this. These are really fun t-shirts, and a lot of you have already picked yours up or made arrangements to pick yours up. But please let us know at the church office, what size. We have adult sizes of medium, large, and extra large. So please let us know. These are free. These are our way of letting you know how much we appreciate your faithfulness and your patience during this whole time that we've been with this challenge of COVID-19 and our church building being closed. And also just as a way of reminding us of this, what the church toys have done for us. And so make sure you get your free church toys t-shirt. And let's keep the wave going. Just like in that parable from this past Sunday, let's pass on God's forgiveness, God's grace, God's love. That's what it's all about. So as we continue to do the wave, when the wave comes to you, put up your arms, stand up, and let people know of just how much God loves all of us. Have a great rest of your week.